on live, which is good. It's always nice to be live. Now, thank you for showing us your amazing scooters. I'm quite new to scooters, actually, Abel. I only went on one for the first time at Autonomy in Paris last year. Did you go to Autonomy? Were you in Paris for that event?
No, I wasn't there. Actually, you know, we developed quite well, especially for Spain market, Portuguese market, Italy, Greece, and Poland for last 4 years. And for the last year, we developed quite well Latin America. We are already a very powerful company selling good quantities in Colombia, Mexico, and Ecuador. Basically, the most powerful one is Colombia. Yeah, Roger.
Back to the most powerful one, because I think did I hear correctly? What's the top speed of that one?
Is nearly 100 kilometers per hour.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
100 kilometers per hour. That sounds very, very fast. Listen, it isn't just because of my age, because I've driven cars very, very fast.
Yep.
But, you know, wow, that's really fast. Can I be really honest with you? Is that not perhaps a little bit dangerous?
Yeah, it is. It is dangerous, but actually, this is not a commercial model. Actually, the one we sell it as a commercial is more like limited. We limit it up to the speeds up to 45 to 50 kilometers per hour. But imagine that we develop specifically this product for military resources.
Oh, okay. Oh, my word. A battalion of electric scooters swarming over the border.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, listen, here's something I'm keen to understand from you. You know, you go around the world and obviously cities look very different. Some are kind of old cities. They've been around for hundreds of years, maybe thousands, you know, Paris, London, etc. And then more modern cities, obviously the big ones in China and lots of parts in Asia. How do you find where the best markets are? Because, you know, some parts of, you know, Paris and London are full of cobbled streets still. You know, they're quite tricky to ride a scooter or ride a bike on, to be honest with you. You know, where do you see that going? And also the weather. I mean, the weather varies an awful lot. You know, some places it's nice most of the year. Other places, you know, there's a lot of rain. It gets very cold. It gets very icy. What's your experience so far of all those differences around the world?
In 2011, and I see, you know, Chinese is already riding, you know, e-scooter, electric motorcycles. You know, I was like, wow, you know, how amazing this country is. You know, they are looking always, you know, one step ahead of Europe or other continents. You know, so. Basically, yeah, you are right. SkateFlash is developing in those areas where the weather is more stable. Like you know, the weather conditions, it's affecting ourselves. If it's too cold or if it's too rainy places, that definitely, you know, the cells impact is much less. That's why Spain is a good location. The weather is very stable, and actually Portugal, Italy, even Greece, and many countries in South America, actually, you know, the weather conditions, it's very good. So let me tell you, this e-scooter was as a first landing experience as a sharing model started in the US in 2017 and expanded 1 year later in Europe in 2018. And when it already arrived Spain in 2018, I was selling e-scooters since 2016. And I was feeling, wow, you know, this e-scooter sharing model or business model, it's going to affect my sales. But actually it didn't. It helped us, you know, for increase our sales, because people was afraid to ride the scooter because it's a new technology to move around the city. You know, the smart cities, it was a new impact on people, but finally, if they can find the e-scooter on the street, they can scan it and they can use it. And then finally, they find it has a big cost of sharing, so they prefer to buy it.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the other thing. You can't ride an electric scooter in every city. So as I mentioned, I went to Paris and I thought, wow, I'm going to get one of these.
Yeah.
You know, come back to, and I was unaware that they were illegal. It was only when I spoke to the guy on the radio, Chris Evans, and he said one of his friends had got one, but, you know, the police at the moment technically could arrest you use it. How are you lobbying governments to reconsider that law so that they, you know, they allow this? And if they do allow it, should people wear helmets, or, you know, is there a kind of speed limit stuff? What's your experience of that, the legislation challenge?
Yeah, well, the legislation challenge at the very beginning was nothing. And then the government and politics, when the cities were full of e-scooters, then they bring the regulation. So it was a big impact. Whatever, definitely, for sure, SkateFlash is always looking for a very safety products. That's why we have our speed limit up to 25 or 30 kilometers per hour, in which is more or less the global regulation. And actually, as well, we have here to wear the helmet. That's definitely 100% the law in Europe now.